Thomas Snowsuit by Robert Munsch. To Otis and Erica Weens in Halifax, who helped me make up this story, and to Danny Munch. One day, Thomas's mother bought him a nice brown snowsuit. When Thomas saw that snowsuit, he said, "That's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. If you think I'm going to wear that ugly snowsuit, you're crazy." Oh, Thomas's mother said, "We'll see about that." Well, the next day when it was time to go to school, the mother said, "Thomas, please put on your snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No." His mother jumped up and down and said, "Thomas, put on that snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No." So Thomas's mother picked up Thomas in one hand and picked up the snowsuit in the other hand, and she tried to stick them together. They had an enormous fight, and when it was done, Thomas was in his snowsuit. Look at how the place is wrecked. Look at the sweat. Thomas went off to school and hung up the snowsuit. When it was time to go outside, the other kids jumped into their snowsuit and ran outdoors, but not Thomas. The teacher looked at Thomas and said, "Thomas, please put on your snowsuit." Thomas said, "No." The teacher jumped up and down. "Thomas, put on that snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No." So the teacher picked Thomas up in one hand, and she picked up the snowsuit in the other hand, and she tried to stick them together. They had an enormous fight. And when they were done, the teacher was wearing Thomas's snowsuit, and Thomas was wearing the teacher's dress. Look at his face. Look at her hair. Crazy, crazy. Oh, God. When the teacher saw what she was wearing, she picked up Thomas in one hand and tried to get him back into his snowsuit. They had an enormous fight. When they were done, the snowsuit and the dress were tied into a great big knot and on the floor, and Thomas and the teacher were in their underclothing. Oh, the principal. Then the door opened, and in walked the principal. The teacher said, "It's Thomas. He won't put his snowsuit on." Ooh, he was a mean one. The principal gave him his very best principal look, and he said, "Thomas, you put on your snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No." Ooh. So the principal picked up Thomas in one hand, and he picked up the teacher in the other hand, and he tried to get them back into their clothing. When he was done, the principal was wearing the teacher's dress. And the teacher was wearing the principal's suit. And Thomas was still in his underwear, laughing his head off it. Then far out in the playground, someone yelled, "Thomas, come and play." Thomas ran across the room, jumped into his snowsuit, got into his boots, and in 2 seconds he ran out the door. The principal looked at the teacher and said, "You give me my suit. Take it off right now." The teacher said, "No, you have on my dress. You take off the dress first." Well, they argued, but neither one wanted to change first. Oh, my God. Finally, Thomas came in from recess. He looked at the principal, looked at the teacher. Thomas picked up the principal in one hand, and he picked up the teacher in the other hand. They had an enormous fight, and Thomas got everybody back on with their own clothing. Oh, my gosh. He's clapping his hands, eh? Oh, the principal had a big sweat. Teachers looked like this has gone crazy. The next day, the principal quit his job, and he moved to Arizona, where nobody ever wears a snowsuit. Chuck's favorite book. Oh, God, it's good.